Okay, today's adventure brings us to Selma, North Carolina. I happen to live in this town, but I just now noticed on the side of the freeway they're doing a massive construction project. So it's a Sunday, it's a good time to walk around because there's nobody here. So let's check it out. It's kind of a long shot that we'll find anything, but considering it's probably 100 acres and it's only about a mile from the downtown district, there very well could be a dump out here somewhere. Probably just a tiny dump, like a farm dump or something for one or two families. I'm surprised how unfortunate I am in the fact that Selma has no privies and no dumps to dig. I really can't understand that. I've heard there were several dumps here years and years ago, but they're all completely dug out. Well, at least this area doesn't seem like it's very heavily disturbed. I mean, it's pretty natural. They might have only dug a couple inches over here. So, people are always saying, oh, you should be happy that you are in the county that is the fastest growing county in the whole state out of 100 counties. I say to that, no, I'm not happy about that. Just because the property values have gone up, why is that a benefit to me? I have to pay higher property taxes. I'm not trying to sell my building. So if I was trying to move and trying to sell my building for twice what I paid, then that would be good. But I have to live someplace, and I can't imagine ever leaving because I actually have about 10 tons of stuff I'd have to move. This project just keeps going and going, but I don't see any evidence of any glass. Of course, like I said, it's not likely to produce anything. They definitely have scrambled it up, and because of the fact that it's on the side of highway or freeway 95, one of the busiest freeways in America, every treasure hunter within 100 miles of here probably has already looked here. It's much more interesting over here actually, because it's not disturbed. That looks like the kind of area I would like to look. Yeah, I think I will. Well, I see piles of rubble over here. Maybe if they found some bottles, they pushed them all over here. This seems to be the trash pile. So let's have a look. Okay. Here we are, looking at trash. But I want antique trash. Nothing so far. This is a little bit of a different subject here, but I'm surprised at how many women have said, oh, I have a piece of property, you can come over here and dig for antique bottles. And I have to explain to them, well, only about 1/10 of 1% of the earth is going to have bottles, if even that. I just can't go to a random piece of property and dig up antique bottles. Okay, this is starting to look a little bit interesting. At least there's some rusty stuff that looks a little bit old. But yet, nothing. I think we should leave. Some people get upset with me for showing unsuccessful treasure hunts, but yet other people actually like it because it makes it a realistic situation, showing the fact that you don't always have luck. I don't remember there being a pond over here. Did they actually build this? Did it fill up with rain? Because, I mean, it's right next to the freeway, so I would expect to have seen this. But I definitely haven't. It's a beautiful size for bass fishing too. But of course, since it's brand new, there's not going to be any bass in there yet. And like I said in a previous video, it only takes 1 or 2 guys out of these 25 people working on this project to have an interest in bottles, to want to stay after work for a couple hours and find them all. So, another location in Selma. This is actually only 3 blocks from my house. They actually burned down this Public Works Department building to build a new one, but there could be some privies out there. That is, if privies even exist in this town. I've tried a dozen lots and I've never been able to find a privy in this town.